Spider-Man No Way Home will soon find itself releasing across the world, at least in countries that are going to allow it to release there. Previously, it looked pretty safe to assume that China was going to allow Spider-Man No Way Home to release in the country because, well, that's what we saw and that's what was expected. Now things seem to have taken an interesting turn for the worst, as a release is now uncertain and no reason is given as to why. So again, this could change at any moment. We don't have the full details. Again, this is down to China disclosing whatever they want about Hollywood and whatever films are allowed if they deem them worthy of a release. But of course, we've seen that Disney has had a near impossible time and they're just about to give up on the territory because anything they try just isn't working. Sony, they had some luck with Venom. Venom Let There Be Carnage, that got the boot. We've talked about why. It's because of the implications and things going on in it. The relationship that they hint towards between Eddie and the symbiote, that got the boot. Now, both studios are sort of under the watchful eye of China, if you will. And this being a joint kind of a connective piece of tissue between, everything that's happening with Venom, everything with Spider-Man, and of course, Marvel Studios, Disney, and Sony working on it, you can see why once it's submitted, they might go, yeah, we'll let you in. And then they maybe see it, pre-screen and go, you know what? We don't like this. It doesn't conform to what we say is allowed. And unless you're going to cut all these elements, take it or leave it. And they might just leave it. And again, it's a scenario, right? And we've seen this report pop up recently on numerous trades. So there's something here. And realistically, it benefits everybody to release in China. But ultimately, if China keeps turning everybody away, then Hollywood is just going to go, you know what? Why even bother anymore? And then they're going to start putting no films there, and then China's left on their own, even though they were literally about to become the biggest market of all time prior to everything that happened. So it looks like China's sort of digging itself into, well, Hollywood is the enemy. And if that's how they're going to do it, especially with one of the biggest films of the pandemic era, I mean, you'd have to think that's insane. But again, they want to control what you're watching and everything you're seeing, and this just falls in line with everything else they've done. Is this going to hurt Spider-Man? A little. But ultimately, who it hurts is the people that want to watch it, along with Venom that can't. And they're going to resort to acquiring it through other means, and it's unfortunate because this film was probably going to make a few $100 million, at least, in China. But now they're going to have to offset that with wherever else. And hopefully this just means that they don't have to try to plan in the future and just go, you know what, let's not even try. Because why waste money and time in an effort that's not worth fighting?